All right, guys, here we go. PDD VGC League Season 2 in the books. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do these weekly recaps and power rankings every single week. But we got a lot of matches to get to, so let's start with the first match. McWhite versus Venti. All right, let's check this bad boy out. So we know McWhite has the scary lead. Heatran with Prankster, Volbeat. Let's turn this speed down a little bit so we can see. Skarmory goes Protect. While he goes Tailwind and Eruption, one-shotting. It kind of sucks that Venti had this lead with the double steal. And with no Terras, there wasn't a lot of options there. And as you can see, they're still both weak to fire. And so he goes Mega, taunting the Cottonee because he outspeeds with the Tailwind. Cottonee really can't do anything here now. Tailwind gets disabled, and now Heatran just has unlimited access to just fire off another Eruption. Cottonee tanks it with the Sash, but this one's already, you know, kind of in the books. I have watched this one, so I kind of already know what happens here. Ogerpon comes in, Volt Breaker, doesn't really do much. He's going to get outsped with the Tailwind. Tries to prolong it another turn with the Spiky Shield. Cottonee's taunted, so there's really nothing he can do. Volbeat goes for the Prankster taunt on Ogerpon. Doesn't really affect anything. But then Heatran, with this Tailwind up, and this was just a great play by McWhite. He knew that the only counter was you know, the Tailwind from Cottonee. So he shuts it down. Just, dude, Heatran went off this game. This was crazy. Even got him with the Encore. Dude, that's the thing that people always can easily forget when you're in front of a Prankster Mon with Encore, like Cottonee, Whimsicott, Volbeat, Illumise. Dude, you can't hit Protective. They're gonna Encore you. So what a game one there from McWhite. We'll see if Venti can recover here. Yeah, Venti was kind of wondering here how Heatran had Eruption, but this is a Nat Dex league, so they pretty much have every move that they've ever been able to know. So it makes Heatran a lot more valuable, which it was a high cost on. I think it was 15 or 16 points probably, but Heatran's still super solid. This time, Cottonee gets off the Tailwind, so this is already a very different match. I don't know who's got a higher speed stat here, actually. It looks like I'm actually surprised that Cottonee outsped there. I'm pretty sure Volbeat has a higher base speed. Yeah, he does. Cottonee must have more speed investment or something, but getting that off before the taunt was huge. It kind of gives Venti another chance here. Gets the critical hit, Ivy Cudgel, but of course Volbeat sashed. So fortunately, Heat Wave even misses and doesn't kill Ogerpon. I'm surprised that wasn't an Eruption, honestly. But you know, he's kind of in this game. Intimidate doesn't. I mean, it's good on Ogerpon here. He still got up the Tailwind. Stomping Tantrum was a great play. Heatran's just so bulky, even when it's quad effective, there's just not much you can do. Knock off into the Incineroar. It was going into the Volbeat, so I kind of get why I was trying to just KO HP. But just letting that Heatran fire off them Heat Waves with not... The team has no resistance, so it's kind of just tough. And now, you know, you've got Incineroar in there, even with the Tailwind up from Venti. He's got Fake Out with Incineroar, and Heatran's just going to be able to fire off a free Heat Wave. I mean, if I'm Venti here, maybe your only chance is a double Protect, knowing that the Fake Out's coming. Or even with the Fake Out, just go for Heatran, but I don't know, McWhite might go Protect here, knowing that that's the only counter. Try to maybe run out the Tailwind, but being down 2 Mons already, there's not much of a comeback chance. You can always just switch out Heatran and come back in. Yeah, which is what he's going to do. Incineroar's going to get a Fake Out off here. Even Mega Skarmory comes out. Just don't know if there's a lot that can be done. Protect on Cobalion. And then Body Press into Volbeat, killing it. That was supposed to be Heatran in that slot. Good parting shot there from McWhite, you know, just rotating through on Incineroar. That's exactly what Incineroar is there for. Comes back in. Now you've got your double Fake Out, stalling out the rest of the Tailwind so that Heatran can kind of come in here. for free. Even Incineroar here with Fire. Fire is just really good in this team that Venti brought, unfortunately. Yeah, so Fire Punch off there. Good coaching, honestly, in the Skarmory. Kind of building up that defense, but the problem is, yeah, see, when you kind of go body press on Skarmory, do you really want the Mega? Because his defense actually goes down, and he becomes more of a fast attacker. But then the body press becomes a little less effective. But anyway. Yeah, and Venti's, you know, just going to do whatever he can here, but I think it's too little too late. Heatran is going to get another kill. You know, you've got your fake out here. Good protect, you know, just trying to prolong. But we know he ends up getting him. Fire Punch, protect. He actually ends up taking out Heatran there. Another Fire Punch and finishes it off. Yeah, that's a masterclass right there from McWhite. Great games. Power ranking, dude, that was dominant. I mean, it's hard to get better than that. I mean, it was a clean sweep. Game 1 and then game 2, you know, Venti did a good job kind of trying to make a game out of it, but McWhite just got a really good early lead. But to be honest, that one's not looking too good, Jack. It might go up and needs improvement depending on if someone else, but hey, still week 1. Not a great start from Venti, but you know, you still got what, 7 weeks? I don't know how many weeks this league is, but we'll maybe stick for here right now. I mean, that was a tough one. Close out of these. All right, next, Polar and Wisp. Polar's who we rated as our #1 team going into the league. We'll see if Wisp can make anything happen here. Gliscor, Wellspring lead against Golden Go. Scrafty. That double intimidate's really big into 2 physical attackers. Kind of the theme I think we're going to see through this game already. Look at this. This is a team of physical attackers outside of Keldeo. And you're facing a Mon Mega Scrafty who can not only have the Intimidate on switch in, but kind of hold its Mega till it just wants another wave of Intimidate. That's what makes it so, and you get your fake out. It's just such a good doubles Mon, especially with the Golden Go, you know, just a classic strong sweeper. Who gets the fake out off on Gliscor. Follow Me isn't the best move there because fake out just has higher priority. So Follow Me kind of becomes null. I mean, Golden Go, maybe he wants to save Gliscor from like a Shadow Ball, but Ogerpon's not too bulky anyway. And see, he fires off a nasty plot. Because with fake out, he kind of knew there's no way Golden Go was getting KO'd there. And with the double intimidate there, like, it's just kind of a free nasty plot. Keldeo actually loses a Shadow Ball, which is huge, and gets off a Tailwind with Gliscor, but Scrafty, and they live. I mean, there's kind of a chance here, I guess. I mean, he hasn't gotten any KOs, but with the speed control, but just Keldeo's probably just not a strong enough. Like, Golden Go's not going to get one shot unless it's like Tyranitar with like knockoff or something. And so Golden Go's cut, and with just a +2, bringing in Serena. You see, Skull didn't even do half. Good call on the dual wing beat. Yeah, Golden Go's just able to get off a free, make it rain, and even misses. You know, we saw the nerfs, 95 accuracy, I think. So it's kind of tough. I mean, you got fake out here now with Berserker. Oh, what a fake. That was a great play. Is that guaranteed to outspeed? Oh, he's even got the Colbur Berry. Take the dark move. Gets off another nasty plot. Recover that special attack drop. This is, I mean, Berserker is just not going to have a high enough attack. He's Polar. He still got Scrafty with the Intimidate coming in. It's going to be hard to come back. Yeah, he brings in the Intimidate. Golden Go's still got some good bulk. Yeah, good protect. You know Golden Go is who he's going to want to attack. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel. Oh, that was a good use. Huge crit, too, on the Scrafty. But now that the Tailwind's gone, it's kind of free. Again, there's Mega Scrafty, double Intimidate. There's not much he can do. Horn Leech doesn't even do a quarter. Yeah, and then +2 Golden Go is just too strong. Scrafty, close combat. Yeah, that was... Wisp, I think, kind of did all they could right there. It was just such a tough lead. And this Scrafty with the Intimidate and Fake Out just kind of lets Golden Go run free. Serena stops all the pranks, any like priority moves. I don't know. We don't even know who Polar brought us his 4th slot, but that was a really game 2 here. We'll kind of go take this one fast. Switch up the lead to Berserker Tyranitar. Polar's going to keep the same because he knows Intimidate's good. He knows he's got Fake Out and Golden Go can go off. Yeah, you got to switch T-Tar there because between Fake Out and Make It Rain, you know, and you can't, and Golden Go can't be faked out. So the Fake Out's probably coming on Scrafty, but I'm pretty sure Scrafty's got, yeah, Scrafty will probably outspeed. Yeah, gets off the fake, get Berserker on the Fake Out. And I think he kind of predicts, that was a tough prediction there. Because if T-Tar stayed in and went for a dark move, I mean, Golden Go probably lives because he's got Colbur Berry, but still a tough call. Tough call there going for the Nasty Plot. Sandstorm doing a little chip. Yeah, he knows, again, Golden Go is going to be the target. So he kind of just protects him, just kind of scoping out. Ugh, Icy Wind Miss, that's tough. Doesn't do a lot of damage either. Shadow Ball now is just going to run through the team. I don't think anything can live a Shadow Ball outside of T-Tar, but then he's going down to the rain. Great Colbur Berry bring too. It came up in both games, so that's when you know it's a great bring. I think Golden Go's got the speed here too, so he's kind of okay. He goes for Protect just to be safe, which is fair. T-Tar protects. Good call on the U-turn on Berserker, bringing out Ogerpon. Ogerpon has a speed advantage here. But the problem is, you know, Mega Scrafty's coming right here to Intimidate. I don't even know. I mean, Golden Go's -1, so maybe he can't live a dark move even from -2 T-Tar. But, you know, it's kind of tough. Okay, so he goes for the switch. Yeah, I guess he just wants to save T-Tar. Heavy Cudgel does a lot of damage. That defense drop was huge. But, oh, and Ogerpon lives. That's crazy. Okay, I mean, but then you bring out Garchomp. Good Fake Out Berserker, but I think no, I guess Ivy Cudgel doesn't activate on Rough Skin. I guess it's not a contact move, but I think the Scrafty Intimidates are just making Polar's team so bulky that Wisp just can't really break through, and so it's just really tough. Like, see that Ivy Cudgel's just not going to do enough damage. Easy Protect into Earthquake, yeah, it's going to get the KOs. T-Tar's alone now. There's nothing really he can do. Too slow. I feel like Wisp just never really got a chance in these battles to really win. He did get kind of speed control game 1, but with the Intimidates, it didn't really matter because Polar was just able to get Golden Go going with his high special attack. He knew he didn't really have any super effective moves outside of Dark, which he brought at Colbur Berry. That was just a great bring with Polar. He kind of knew exactly what Wisp wanted to do and just followed the game plan to a T. That was incredible. I think that was an 8-0. Great game. That was, again, dominant.
Shopping for your next car?
It's crazy. Sorry. It's crazy that those first 2 games, Mick White and Polar just played so well right there. We'll stick both of these in the knees improvement for now. I'd be willing. We'll do this since, I mean, I feel bad because they played 2 really tough teams. So it's not looking good, chat, for Venti and Wisp, but it's still week 1. They got plenty of time to come back.
Shopping for your next car?
And so that was a great play by those 2. They knew exactly what they were doing. All right, game 3. Perez versus Shamal. This is a great matchup. Shamal was our winner last season. I like the Dark Shinies. Those were sick. Yeah, we'll see what happens. These are interesting matchups, you know. I mean, Perez has a really interesting team. You know, he's got the Electric Surge team, a couple of Mons there that take advantage of that. You know, you've got your support Clefable, Tailwind user with Pelipper. Pelipper's a little bit of a weird addition to this team because you don't really have anything that like needs rain. I mean, Iron Bundle could use it because just a little bit of a boost to the water moves. But this team over here is just really scary. You know, you've got the best Tailwind setter, like maybe of all time. Mega Floette's just disgusting. He can literally one-shot things neutral. I mean, obviously you got Gouging Fire, who's just got a better version of Protect. He hits like a truck. He's got good typing, good bulk. Brimstar is one of the best support mons. And then you got a little bit of a Trick Room mode if you need it. So See how this first turn goes. So Fable, Goodra lead, so it's going really heavy support here early. And Shamal is kind of going like fake out, let Floette go off. Then you got your Fairy Aura. Neither of these mons resist Fairy. Free, fake out. Gooey doesn't really do much for Grimstar at all. He's not very fast anyway. He's going to use mostly prankster moves. Floette kind of has free setup. Ill swap. Ill swapping Gooey. What was what's Clefable's ability? I'd have to look into that, like what the reason for it. So we get to Gooey and Clefable, and Goodra gets Magic Guard, Magic Bounce. I'm not sure. But here's the. I feel like this might be a little too passive. I don't know. Goodra probably. Goodra has, you know, steel moves. Heavy Slam right here is good into both these mons. Grimstar Light Screen. Wow, that's really surprising. So like Steel Beam. Oh, okay, so it's special. Yeah. Yeah, with the that's not gonna do anything, you know, with the Light Screen and the Calm Mind. Here's the thing though, the problem is all, again, this is kind of the same as the Wisp polar match, but the opposite. These are all special attackers. Especially if you bring Goodra as a special attacker. If you get the free Light Screen off, you know, you got Prankster and then the Calm Mind, it's going to be so hard to stop. You don't even need speed control here. This is a really passive lead too, I feel like. And so it kind of just, now you know Floette can just go off. Those are actually really tanky mons though. They'll be able to take that, but the Moonblast isn't going to do anything. Even a 140 base power Steel Beam, I'm pretty sure, does just nothing. And now, you know, you've got plus a like Photosynthesis attack, Gouging Fire. Yeah, I mean, this match I think just got away from Prez early. He tried, you know, the kind of cheeky heal swap, which I respect. I love seeing unique sets, but I just think Shamal just had too strong of a start early. Good protect there, you know, that's the target that he's wanting to go for. Hurricane's nice, and Developer, he even gets the confusion. 100% accurate in the rain. But he gets off the tailwind and it's over. Deagle, yeah, Bundle's just not very bulky. Pelipper Sash, but this game's already over. He survives for a couple more turns, gets the kill on Tornadus. But it was over once Floette got in there and knew, like, you get the fake out with Grimmsnarl and giving Floette a chance to set up Calm Mind for free, knowing that Prez's team is mostly special attackers. So he felt, and Floette's got good special bulk, so kind of felt free there. So yeah, let's check out game 2. See if Prez can turn this one around. He changes up his lead big time. Coco in there is going to outspeed. He gets up the electric terrain and Iron Leaves. See, I think he kind of knew game 2. He's like, I need a physical attacker in here. This is his only physical attacker. He's got good speed, but Grimmsnarl is going to fake out someone. So it's kind of interesting, but this is also the problem. This lead doesn't have a lot of bulk. This is just a really tough lead to counter. It's the fake out on Iron Leaves. Eerie Impulse is a really cool call. Knowing how fast he is, able to reduce, that's a really good play. Because now I feel like Prez actually kind of has the momentum here. Yeah, it's causing Shamal to kind of have to change game plans. I think this is a way better lead for Prez game 2. Yeah, he's kind of got a lot of momentum. The problem is Gouging Fire does resist grass and electric, but he's still got Fairy, which is neutral and super effective against Grimmsnarl. The boost energy is tough because it's going to hit everything. Reflect now, trying to counter the Iron Leaves. Volt Switch did a fair bit of damage there on the Grimmsnarl. He's going to try and save him, I think. Probably get in the Quark Drive with the plus speed. The Reflect did good there because I think that would have KO'd without it. Getting up the Light Screen makes sense. Oh, that's a huge miss. Psyblade does, I mean, dude, that's plus attack. That's boosted attack. And it, with the Reflect, it didn't even do half. So Gouging Fire is just so bulky. The miss on the Hydro Mob's huge because that might KO. That probably KOs, I think. But we'll see. Gets off the Breaking Swipe to reduce Iron Leaves. Iron Leaves, even with the boosted attack now, is not going to do much. Burning Bulwark. Yeah, good call. You know the Hydro Pump's coming into you. Oh, double in. That was a great protect. I mean, Because now you have the burn. Iron Leaves is now useless. I mean, he's -1, then halved with burn. Even with the up and attack, it's not going to do much. So it's pretty tough here. Now he's going to have the speed control. I'm not sure if he'll even be able to outspeed Quark Drive, Iron Bundle. He does, yeah. Yeah, that's game. Getting up that much. Iron Leaves, yeah, 15%. He's not going to be able to do anything. Here's the thing. These two Prankster setup mons with Tornadus guaranteeing speed control and Grimmsnarl getting off fake outs and screens to be able to enable these extremely powerful special and physical attackers. That is just a really tough combo to start. There's a reason we put Shamal as one of the best teams in the league. And when he plays like this, getting up the sun to boost the flare blitzes, and when he's plus attack, that's just tough. Wild Charge, again, Leaves just doesn't have much here. So Shamal pretty much got it locked up. I mean, with the speed control 2, Icy Wind. Was that a double miss? That's crazy. But Deagle finishes off. Eerie Impulse. I like the Eerie Impulse call on Coco, but I just think Shamal had too much powerful support and could rotate through Mons and just got a really good lead. That was really, really impressive. Wow. This is really hard. All three of these were incredible. I was originally going to going into this, I put 8 tiers because there was 8 matches and I was going to go 2 in each row. And here's the thing. Our power rankings, our original tier list was based purely off the teams. This list is going to go off not just teams, but the players. And so this is a tough call. I mean, that was masterclass. McWhite played amazing, but I do think these two just had such a phenomenal plan. I'm gonna put McWhite in scary because he played great, but Shamal, that was dominant. That was an amazing game. Perez, I still am gonna put him fairly high because I think that was probably matchup. Shamal had a great game plan. I think even though Perez lost, I think he's a really great player. And again, these rankings aren't just taking into account teams, but also players. And I've seen every single person outside of Inky in this league, so I kind of have a fairly good idea of what they can do. And so I have a little bit of a preconceived notion. So I'm going to put Perez a little higher, even though he's 0-1. A lot of that was matchup. Shamal's one of the better players in the league. That was just a tough loss. All right. Next game. EJ and Hirtis. This is going to be interesting too. And this team is just so tough. You got your support. Here's the thing. Going into this match, if I'm EJ, you know what you want to do. You want to make sure Tailwind doesn't get up or Trick Room. He's got either mode, and do not let Ursaluna or Flutter have speed control and just start KOing things. Luckily, he's got great fake out control. That's one big problem with her. Hirtis' team. There's no fake out where EJ's got 2 great fake out mons. Corviknight actually is a great counter for all these for Ursaluna and Flutter. So the fire type brings kind of are really interesting here. This is kind of like a rock paper scissors to me. This is going to be how do you counter the other team's counter. So I'm really curious to see how this goes. So interesting leads. Intimidate. Does he have? He's pressure. I'm kind of surprised about that. I feel like he probably should be mirror armor. That might have just been a mistake. Because you really want to reflect that intimidate back. So we'll see. Maybe not. Maybe that was intentional. Pressure got buffed a little bit with the protect and the PP nerfs. So that could be why. So it's kind of tough because I don't know if he's going Trick Room mode here because Arcanon's not really a Trick Room mon. He's definitely wanted the Intimidate because he probably thought Sneasel or Rillaboom was coming out for a lead. The Vaporeon feels really strong here. He resists Arcanine. He's a special tank for Oranguru, so you kind of feel like Vaporeon can kind of get a good... Vaporeon hits, every mon for neutral or super effective damage, so Vaporeon was probably a really safe lead. And maybe wanted to get up Tailwind before Sneasel or Rillaboom came in. We'll see how this goes. Protector Oranguru, interesting. Flamethrower on Corviknight. Yeah, okay, so it might be special in Arcanine. Okay. And it's bulky, man. That physical, people forget how physically bulky Arcanine is. I know he got intimidated. Corviknight doesn't have a lot of attack, but I like that was a great call going flamethrower on Corviknight there, knowing he's not really much of an offensive threat. Muddy Water's a great bring on Vaporeon. You can kind of fire it off for free. You know, none of his mons are really a huge threat to you right now, so you can kind of just chip away at them. Maybe get an accuracy drop. Solid first turn for EJ. And Hirtus, I get where both of them were coming from. But Barnacle's the next mon. That was a good switch on. You knew Flamethrower was coming. But the problem is, you're just going to keep taking Muddy Water damage. So Arcanine just kind of goes down. Good Trick Room. It depends on who he's got coming out. Okay, Ursaluna. Good call then. Ursaluna's really scary here. The problem is Ursaluna is not especially bulky. But Vaporeon is. So you're probably going to want to take out Vaporeon, like maybe Blood Moon into Vaporeon. I don't even know if that takes it out. Maybe Life Orb boosted. Or maybe you go Hyper Voice Instruct, because I do think 2 Hyper Voices might take him out, obviously. But then Barbaracle's kind of firing off for free. But I think Vaporeon's the threat that you really want to take out here. Because Ursaluna's got lower physical bulk, you're not as worried about Barbaracle. That's just me. If Barbaracle even has a Mega. That's a fair call on the Protect. You probably know that he's doubling in on Ursaluna here. Reflect. I like that call a lot too. I might have went Light Screen. I don't know if he's running both. Muddy Water Mist really does suck for EJ there. Maybe a good switch. We'll see what Ursa... Calm Mind. Okay, so he's got Reflect, Calm Mind, so he's kind of just going super bulk, which is fair. Instruct for the double Calm Mind. Wow, that's a cool tech. I like that a lot, because now Muddy Water 30. That just shows you how little special bulk Ursaluna has and how good Vaporeon is in this matchup. I mean, that was half. So if this was neutral, it was going to do 60%. So good call on the Instruct. I think he's trying to play long game here, and he's got the leftover, so you can always protect next turn. Hyper Voice is just going to do a lot. Even oh yeah. Does he go Instruct here? Oh, Vaporeon's going to live though, unless it's a high roll. Corviknight goes down. Vaporeon on 1. But I think it might be too late. Muddy Water does connect. Does he get accuracy drop? It just doesn't do enough. And dude, this is a great bring by Hirtus. Getting the double Calm Mind, there's not a lot he can do now. Fake Out's coming. He's probably going to go Protect, I would assume. Because there's not really a risk. Oranguru can then get the KO on Vaporeon. Unless he predicts and goes for Oranguru. It might be double Protect here. Yeah, just ensuring that Fake Out can't affect him, which is totally fair. Vaporeon, yeah, Muddy Water. He's just gonna fire that off the whole game. He's already fired it off 6 times. Now, here's the problem. Kind of sometimes Grassy Surge is kind of working against him, because Ursaluna is just gaining all the HP back. That was 12% gain. That's huge. With the Reflect up still. Problem is, yeah, now you get Helping Hand. He's going to outspeed Woodhammer. Yeah, even crit. I don't think the crit mattered. Even in Reflect, the Helping Hand boosted. 120 base power. Stab in the grassy terrain. I don't think it mattered. Oranguru, huge call here. Trick Room, good call. But Rillaboom's great in Trick Room because he still has the grassy terrain with Grassy Glide. Emboar. Does Emboar underspeed Vaporeon? I'm pretty sure he does. That was a good Trick Room. Instruct. I think Instruct only works. I don't really know why that didn't work. It might have been a speed thing. It might be because he undersped Emboar versus the other way around. I kind of you lost a turn there, but he does get the KO on a power-up punch. Rocky Helmet damage was smart. High horsepower. He lives. And in Trick Room, the question is, does Grassy Glide kill there? Because I think it probably does. 18? I think it probably kills. Protect, that's fair. You know he's, yeah. Get that extra 6% healing. Get up a Reflect. Now he's for sure going to live. Rock Slide doesn't do a lot of damage. Oranguru's bulky, but Barbaracle's still not even that strong, even in Mega Form. Okay. Oh, dude, he's pulling out the tech. The Instruct Protect while still being able to attack is... That's phenomenal. That's amazing. Getting the kill there. The problem is, though, that he might should have went into Rillaboom. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't go Player Blitz into Rillaboom. Maybe he was predicting a Protect. Because then, now Rillaboom's might be able to kill at -1. Because Oranguru definitely can't KO him, I don't think. Okay, nope, the Instruct. Wow, good call. Yep. Oranguru and Trick Room, that was a great bring by Hirtis. Instructing, once he got the Trick Room up, he had great speed control. We'll see about game 2. That was probably the most interesting game yet. Both players brought really good strategies. That was a really fun one. Let's see what they got game 2 here. Same lead, I think, for Hirtis. He switches Emboar. Yeah, because he was not a good matchup for Ursaluna. This time, EJ knew what he was doing this game. He kind of was going into it saying, okay, I can't let Ursaluna get set up. And so Rillaboom's just really solid into everyone here. I think he kind of knew Arcanine didn't do a lot last game. He's probably not going to bring it. So it was a great lead here from EJ. Protect, I'm not really okay, yeah. Protect on the fake out. Yeah, good call. Muddy Water, though. Again, this Vaporeon's a menace into Hirtis' team. They're free Muddy Waters, and so every time you're switching Trick Room, until you can kind of get his setup in where he's got Trick Room and either Ursaluna or Emboar in, Vaporeon can just fire off Muddy Waters. This is, again, a really good lead. You get your fake out, Muddy Waters can just start already chipping away. And the priority here is what makes a big deal, because he knows Rillaboom doesn't care that much if Trick Room's up, because he can still get off the priority Grassy Glides. But we'll see how it goes this turn. Yeah, Helping Hand into Rillaboom, Protect. That's probably... Oh, he predicts it. Predicts the Protect. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the problem. This game, EJ went into it knowing the secret isn't to take out the Mons who are threatening, it's to take out Oranguru. That way he can't enable Emboar and Ursaluna. That was a great call, knowing, like, if I can get him out before he gets up Trick Room, this game, I would say, is probably already a good position for EJ. Flutter does come in under no Trick Room, so he's going to have the speed here, but he's also not pretty frail physically, so Rillaboom, Grassy Glide probably could do a lot of damage too. Helping Hand, Grassy Glide might kill. Okay, good call and Protect, I bet you. Yeah, so he's going to Grassy Glide into him. Good Protect and Flare Blitz. Wow, that was a great play by Hirtis. Kind of making a comeback here. That was a great prediction. Sneasler with the Grassy Seed. So now he is the fastest one on the field. Gets the defense boost. Can he take a Flare Blitz still? I honestly doubt he can, even at +1. But now he's got Fake Out. He's got Dire Claw into Flutter. Vaporeon again feels pretty strong here. I mean, close combat might do pretty good into Vaporeon. Protect. It's a Moonblast into Sneasler. CC. Yeah, Vaporeon lives. Vaporeon's so good in this matchup. Now Muddy Water kills Emboar. Yep. Dude, the miss. These misses have been crazy for EJ. Yeah. Ursaluna comes in here, but no speed control. Helping Hand, great call. Sash Flutter Mane. Yep, nice. That's the build a lot of times. Hyper Voice is definitely gonna get the kill. Yeah, this game is now over. You got your 2 strongest special attackers in here. Yeah, Electabuzz is a support mon. Excuse me. Not gonna be able to do a lot. Let her go down to Electro Web, but Blood is gonna get KO. Yeah, wow, that was another great game there. Great game by Hirtis. That was, wow, that was impressive. Both guys played good. EJ, I'm gonna go can't complain there. EJ did not play bad at all. Both players played really good. I might go strong start there for Hirtis. Yeah, he played really, both players played really good. Again, EJ can't complain. He had a tough matchup, but he played really well, just didn't quite get it done in the end. And it was a really strong start from Hirtis. I like where he's going. His team, he kind of followed what his team needed to do. So that was a good matchup. All right, next up, Lancis. Ooh, I like the Wallace spray. That's kind of sick. Versus Zach. Oh, dude, the shinies. The shinies are sick. I know shinies are kind of cheesy on Showdown, but don't they look kind of sexy? All right, anyway. Dude, like, look at that pink Magmar. Dude. Dude, the Whimsicott, underrated shiny. I'm just gonna say it. All right, let's get into it. No one cares what I think about shinies. We'll have a shiny tier list next week coming. I'm just kidding. All right. Interesting leads. Enamorous Murkrow. Definitely Tailwind coming in here. You got your Snow set up and Fake Out Purugly coming in. Blizzard's dangerous into this team. He's got 2 resists for a Cat and Lucario. I doubt he brought both. But yeah, Blizzard's really strong into the team. I mean, Murkrow could go Prankster Tailwind, but Fake Out's probably coming on Murkrow, honestly. We'll see what they bring. It could also be Aurora Veil. Yeah, Fake Out on Murkrow. Yeah, he's going to go Aurora Veil. Yeah, this is already looking scary. Great setup by Zach. Even with the Tailwind, Enamorous has got high special attack, so Enamorous can definitely do a lot. But I mean, in the snow with the Aurora Veil up, Gleam, yeah, does a lot of damage. It's a strong mon. That's with Aurora Veil. The can't miss Blizzard. Good hit. Nice play rough there from the Purugly. Last 2 months. Okay. He does have the speed advantage. Lucario's good matchup here. You know, Steel is going to one-shot. Fighting's going to one-shot. What do you do? This is Galvantula. I don't think does a lot here. Yeah, Electro Web, but you already have the speed advantage, so it's not going to do a lot. I don't think Lucario even has a spread move. I don't know if I love that. He might just be kind of going for it, knowing he's down. Took a lot of damage on that turn, though. Here's the problem. If Lucario had a spread move, I like Swords Dance there. Maybe he's got Earthquake, but with Galvantula, I doubt it. So I don't really love it. He could have already one-shotted pretty much a lot of his team without that. So Thunder gets the para. That could be huge. Break, kill. Yeah, Blizzard does a lot. Crit into Galvantula. That probably mattered. But again, I don't like the Swords Dance there just because you didn't really need it. I mean, maybe prepping for like Whimsicott. See, yeah, like Bullet Punch. One shot, he knew. I'm surprised no Sash there on Whimsicott, but yeah, Zach had a really good bring game 1. Getting up in Aurora Veil is always tough to come from behind. We'll see what Francis can, if he can whip out anything game 2. This time he goes Torracat and Tusk. Okay, I like that lead. Both players switch up the lead completely. I think Zach wanted to switch it up, go for more of a speed control match, and then he'll probably bring in Urshifu, I would guess, or Staraptor, or Ninetales after this, once he's already got the speed control. Fake Out's probably going to come here, obviously, on Whimsicott. Whimsicott should protect. Great Tusk then can fire off for free, like Headlong Rush, though, into Magmar. So we'll see what kind of happens. I wouldn't even be Mon to double protect here from Zach if he brought protect on Magmar. Just to get, to not have to worry about the Fake Out. No protect, and he's not Sash. He does get, oh, okay, so clear Amulet. Nice call. I like that too. If you know the Fake Out's coming, which he did, and you're not gonna run Sash, that's probably the next best item. That was a great call. Gets at the Tailwind. That means now Great Tusk gets outsped because he's not Booster Energy Speed. Which even Booster Energy Speed might have outsped Magmar and Tailwind, but I'm not sure. Maybe, actually probably not. Great bring there from Zach then. Guaranteeing the Prankster Tailwind and going for Willow. Miss would have been really bad there, but he gets the hit. That completely like neuters Great Tusk there. I mean, yeah, there's not a lot. He's going to try and go speed control, but I think it might be too late. Dazzling Gleam's great into this team. Magmar's just going to kind of do a little extra damage. Earthquake, good call, but again, I did a lot. But it's already kind of over with the speed control. Yeah, Tailwind is a good call. The Great Tusk is just no longer a threat. And you still have Follow Me here, I assume, for Magmar. Yeah, Lucario, I'm trying to think what you even do here. I still feel like Dazzling is free, but he might be Bullet Punch. But if he's Bullet Punch, then that means Heat Wave's coming. But also, he has up Tailwind, so this might be a double KO here. Oh, nice call on the Charm. Charm... Yeah, so I think Whimsicott outsped, because those are both +1, I believe, moves. Great call, though, there on the Charm from Zach. Now Lucario is much less of a threat. Both Mons at half attack. But Francis has up the speed. Oh, and the Intimidate, though. Yeah, that probably seals it. One of these Mons is stuck and really can't do anything. Great Tusk also can't use Earthquake anymore because it's going to damage Lucario, and he's got a Flying type in. So, yeah, this is a tough one to come back from. Gets up the priority tailwind again. Close combat. He's going to get the defense buff. I think it's probably too late now. Even player 15%. That's what happens when you get burned in -1. Oh, boys, give me the good text. Give me the good text. I love it. Charm into your own mon to get the attack buff. I love it. With the contrary. That's sick. Yeah, close combat. He's gonna clear now. Now he's unkillable. He is unkillable now, ladies and gentlemen. Now Lucario's gonna come back out, but they got nothing. Staraptor's gonna get the kill. Yeah, protect. You know he's gonna move into him. Charm. Yeah, that's GG. Yeah. Wow. Great text by Zach there. I love it. I love it. That was scary. I'm gonna say that. That was really impressive. Whimsicott Staraptor is just, it's strong. It's strong. You can't let it get away from you. I'm gonna go needs improvement. I don't think Francis played bad, but tough matchup. We'll see if he can start coming back week 2. Long season. So, but great start from Zach. I like it a lot. That was really good. He had the text. He brought out everything, like established speed control. Got the burns. Got the intimidates. Fake out. Yeah, just classic doubles. Now my match. I'm gonna switch viewpoints here because I'm Sean. That makes sense in my brain. All right. Let's see what Sean cooks up here. Let's see what Roy cooks up. Roy was also S tier in our tier list. They rated my team S tier. I kind of disagree with them. I honestly think it's closer to a B. But we'll see here. So me coming into this match, I knew that Roy wanted to get up the weather. His team is based around Politoed getting up the rain. You know, Arcalodon, Swift Swim Basket Legion, and Meganium with you know, hitting the sun moves regardless of the rain. So I brought Drampa game 1 expecting the rain just to counter it. Honestly, it didn't make a huge difference here because I mean Moltres probably might have Hurricane, but I don't think it made a huge difference. Good call on the switch. I do get the fake out off on Moltres, knowing he's going to try to go Tailwind. Thunderbolt, great switch there on the prediction. He goes Mega Meganium, gets off the Tailwind. D-Gleam, that Drampa, spoiler, is Assault Vest. That's why he was able to take that so well. Hyper Voice really doesn't do much. Drampa's good Mon, but if he's not Mega, he's just still not going to do very much damage. Especially since he's Cloud9, not Berserk. Great call on the taunt. I respect it a lot. That probably should have been Mental Herb, honestly. I like that a lot because I went for Trick Room this turn, and now it's disabled. Thunderbolt doesn't quite get the kill, but it does get the para. Berserk boost on the Moltres, and I am not able to get off the Trick Room. So great call on the taunt. Bronzong is heat proof, so that's why he was able to take a fire weather ball so well. Yeah, the Dazzling Gleam's free here. I don't really have a resist. It does so much damage. +1 fire wrath does a lot. Roy's got a sizable here, honestly. Rains up. The para was huge though. That was pretty lucky. Fake out on Meganium, knowing Meganium's not switching out. I do get up the Trick Room, which is huge. Iron Hands is really strong in Trick Room. He can one-shot, but Meganium's still a huge threat. Shadow Ball just try to get a little bit. Crit did nothing. I mean, he's not Sash, so luckily Thunder Punch does get the kill, but Dazzling Gleam is just, it's free. It does a lot of damage. But Mawile now comes in Trick Room. That's kind of the goal of this team, is to get these strong physical attackers in Trick Room. Especially with Mawile, who has great typing, is able to get off Intimidate in his base form. Moltres is parried, but he's so it actually is a little bit advantageous in Trick Room, but we'll see how this runs. Bronzong's still the slowest on the field. Body Press does a lot. He's really bulky, and Play Rough does get the kill. Mawile's just very strong. Getting off the Trick Room was huge. The para was really lucky, I'm gonna be honest. And now Politoed really can't do a lot. And this is crazy. Another Play Rough miss. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I missed 3 Play Rough. which is insane. Because, listen, 90% accurate. The odds of missing 3 in a row, let me just do the math real quick. 0.1 times 0.1 times 0.1. That is a 1 in 100 chance. So, hey, it happens though. 1 in 100. You're telling me there's a chance. So, it happens. It doesn't affect the match at all. So I'd rather go ahead and get my bad luck at it now. And I did get lucky with the Thunder. So, it is what it is. I knew, even I could always end up changing moves. And Polytoad can't really do much to Mawile. So Mawile does get the kill. That was a really great game one. I honestly didn't expect to win after he got that Meganium into great position. But yeah, we'll see how game two is completely different. Butterfree Meganium versus Brute Bonnet and Bronzong. Booster energy to get the special defense buff because most of his team is special attackers. Only physical attacker is Basculegion, and Brute Bonnet has a great matchup into it. So special defense felt pretty free. Ally switch, honestly, was a good call because I figured Sleep Powder was coming in on Bronzong. So Brute Bonnet obviously is immune, being a grass type. And Weather Ball. Luckily, both mons are able to take it and then Spore into Butterfree. That way now Bronzong kind of has a free opportunity to kind of go Trick Room here. Dazzling Gleam, Brute Bonnet. That special defense buff was huge. Crunch just does a little bit of damage. Problem is here, I do have a Trick Room, but neither of these mons are very threatening. So Meganium's kind of free to stay in here. Both these mons are. So kind of had to make a call, go Mawile. It is VGC, so there's no Sleep Claws. I was able to get that off. Yeah, Weather Ball kills, but that's okay. Brute Bonnet did his job. I felt like I was in firm control of this game here. Got my 2 best attackers in Trick Room. Like, in my mind right now, how do I lose this game? That's the question. And 2 of his mons are asleep. Fake Out, obviously, Meganium's free. Play Rough kills Polytoad. Lynch. Like, Thunder Punch. Yeah, crit, doesn't matter. Sash. Play Rough. Meganium lives, which is huge. Fires off a Weather Ball, which one-shots Mawile. I should have protected there. That was on me. I honestly didn't even think about Weather Ball one-shot. When Meganium messes with your brain, if anyone hasn't played against Mega Meganium, because the rain is up, you just aren't thinking, I'm about to take a freaking sun ball to the face in the rain and get one shot. So great call by Roy. I mean, he knew his win con there. And I don't know if I have enough damage now. Meganium's the threat. He knows Trick Room only has 1 turn left. I get the kill on Butterfree. But now he kind of just gets to take out Iron Hands. And that coming in Basculegion when Iron Hands isn't in Trick Room. Bronzong didn't have Protect. So yeah, it's a free kill. Mega Soul also gets you the boost to... Man, Mega Meganium is just a solid one. And I can't win the 1v1 with Iron Hands. I don't have any super moves. Game 3. Another tough game. Great call by Roy. That Meganium carried that game. So he goes back to Meganium, Moltres, kind of his 2 best mons. I stick with the same lead. Probably ill-advised. Moltres is great into this lead. And I think he kind of was expecting that. So, and Meganium is too. Both of these mons have super effective moves for both of my mons. He kind of knows Bronzong's the key to me winning. Because I want Trick Room, I want to get Spores off, and then I want to come in with my stronger mons. So I switched, kind of expecting, Dark move there. Iron Hands can take it pretty well. D-Gleam just shreds both these mons. But Brute Bonnet does get off a Spore there, kind of setting up. Good call. He knows Fake Out's coming. Fake Out's just free. But the Pollen Puff was a good heal onto the Iron Hands. He's back up to full HP. Now I'm like Trick Room. That's what I want. Big turn 1 wake up. It is the nerf sleep, so I think it's 50-50. Dazzling Gleam again, free. The fact that Iron Hands can't take 2 is a really big deal. Maybe with Leftovers Recovery you can, but Thunder Punch one-shots Moltres, but Meganium, again, huge threat. And now Butterfree comes in, can get off free Sleep Powders. Go into Mawile. Intimidate doesn't really do anything. Protect was interesting. I don't really know why it was Protect there instead of Sleep Powder. Maybe he was expecting Switch into Brute Bonnet. I'm not really sure. Sleep Powder would have been really deadly there, if I'm being honest. Citrus Berry heals up Bronzong, and here's the thing. These games keep coming down to who can win the middle game. Early game, you know, you get a KO, whatever. But these middle games, can you get into the position that you want with your best mons? And so I knew right here, Trick Room, Mawile, I want the KO on Meganium. Meganium's his win con here. Butterfree can fire off Sleep Powders, but I also have Brute Bonnet, you know, a Rage Powder. Ally Switch just felt kind of free. Yeah, Rage Powder I figured was coming. There's a Sash. But the thing is, yeah, I figured Weather Ball I would have one-shot Mawile. But Mawile's the threat here. That's what he wants. And here, I want the kill on Butterfree because it's the only way I can get the kill on Meganium. But that was a good call going Weather Ball there because Mawile could have done a lot. Great call. Really interesting position here now. Basculegion's problem in this game is if it's Trick Room, he does nothing. My team just, everything one-shots him. Brute Bonnet, Mawile might one-shot him, I'm not sure, but in our hands obviously does. And Dragon Pole probably does too. So that's the problem when it comes in heat. That was his only mons left, and I still have a Trick Room. Obviously, Spore's free, and then yeah, play rough. The crit. Here's the question: did the crit matter? It matters if Dazzling Gleam kills Brute Bonnet, which I honestly don't think it does. I don't have the special defense buff, so if Dazzling Gleam kills there, then yeah, it's over. Because then Basculegion just kills Mawile. He's got free last respects. But yeah, it comes down to does it kill Brute Bonnet? That was it. The crit definitely mattered. I know game one it didn't kill, so but yeah, I might have gotten really lucky there. I didn't run the calcs, but yeah, free Spore, and then that's game. Yeah, that was huge. Great set though. That could have gone either way. Roy played really well. Some RNG both ways. I'm gonna put me in. I don't like to rank myself high, so I'm gonna go matchup. I think I had a good matchup there. Good start to the season. I'm 1-0. Can't complain. I'm gonna put Roy in. Can't complain. He played against a tough team. He played really well. He could have won. He could have easily won those matches. So I don't think Roy can complain. It's week one again. Like I say, for all these people, I definitely expect him to turn it around and end up playing really well. So there's only 3 matches up here, so I might be missing one. Yeah, I definitely am. This is rolling, and yeah, okay. I'll pull up the other ones real quick. Let's grab Lime versus Flame. All right, we'll get those in a minute. All right, Rolling versus Inky. Inky's the only player here. Again, give me those shinies, bro. Give me those shinies. Look at that. Look, this is a shiny showcase. These are 2 like top are the best shinies of all time. I'm kind of partial to Mega Metagross shiny because of the it gives me nostalgia for the ORAS distribution. Anybody in the OG 2014 days who got the pre-order ORAS to get the I don't even know if it's pre-order, but got the shiny Beldum gift. And obviously, dude, shiny Greninja is stupid cool. But Chiyu also one of the most goated shinies, and Cress. I love me some Cress. All right, let's see what these guys got. Very bulky lead versus a very offensive lead. Well-baked body. I think that was just a miss there from Inky. I think he just forgot about that. Great call though with Rolling. I'm sure Rolling knew about it. He kind of went in knowing like, hey, Chi, you can't really do anything to me. I resist dark and I'm immune to fire. He's probably built him specially bulky. Actually, maybe physical bulky because I think he's running body press. But good call there. Sea Flare's coming in. The problem is there's no speed control here, so I don't really know what Mudsdale's gonna do. Body press, one-shotting. That's crazy. Great start from rolling. Yeah, fake out Mudsdale. I wonder why he's not stamina there. He must not run stamina. I don't know why. Speed Flare. Yeah, Sea Flare's gonna one-shot Mudsdale. He's not very specially bulky. But now he's got body press, which doesn't do anything to Shaman, but he can kind of take the rest of his team. Greninja. Here's the thing. Rolling did not need a helping hand there, because a Protean Ice Beam into 4 times effective Shaman was gonna kill regardless. But he was kind of beating a dead horse there, which, hey, you want to make sure it kills. That's totally cool. Yeah, now getting the ice type helped a lot because now it's neutral with the play rough. Doshbun still has those body presses. Now he's getting the friend guard boost. Mega Gardevoir protects. Gigaton Hammer. Ooh, big hit into Clefairy, knowing he's got double fairies here. Good call on the protect. Ally switch, but doesn't really do anything because you got the Pixelate Hyper Voice. Play rough does nothing. Gigaton is so weak when he's not using Gigaton Hammer. But he still has the speed control. Greninja, yeah, Sludge Wave. What a move. That's got a one-shot, right? No. Wow. Part of our special bulk. Hyper Voice, Fritz, but doesn't kill. Gigaton Hammer. Okay, so now you can't Sludge Wave. Here's the thing. Gardevoir Protect, Water Shuriken. But now he's dead. Oh, good call on Inky there. I'm trying to think what I would do if I'm rolling here. Here's the thing. I wouldn't have protected Doshbun. I mean, it's obviously easy hindsight. But he wants to kill Greninja here. And I guess he just didn't think Gardevoir Protect was coming. That's obviously next turn. But to me, the Gardevoir Protect is very obvious. So I feel like you go Body Press into Tinkaton, even if you want to protect here. Does that kill? Does Body Press kill Tinkaton? I think it might. How much did Body Press do earlier? Body Press did 30. Yeah, Body Press kills there. And you don't really care if Doshbun dies. I think Roland could have had that one if he just went Body Press into Tinkaton. But you live and you learn. I might be wrong too. Yeah, he gets the K on Greninja, then it's over. Doshbun can't. Yeah, that crit didn't matter. It killed. And now Gardevoir just kills Doshbun. That was a great match though. Game 2. See what they got. Still Mudsdale lead. I don't love Mudsdale here. I mean, he's good and he's probably got Heavy Slam for Gardevoir and Screamtail. And he's got ground moves, but Shaman just destroys him. He outspeeds and one-shots him. You kind of got to hope for Seed Flare miss. And Rage Powder doesn't affect Shaman because he's grass. Chi, you can kind of fire off. Now with no Doshbun, you can kind of fire off a free. Yeah, I think it was just a miss by rolling there, going Rage Powder. Doesn't affect grass types, and that's a tough lead. This time, Inky, without the Dashbun, he's kind of set up. And look, I mean, you got Bullet Punch, but dude, yeah, you can't really bring in Metagross here without a speed control because Chi-Yu just kills. Wow, that game went a lot faster than game 2. Inky kind of knew what he was doing this time. He kind of went into it knowing like, just don't fire off a Heat Wave into Dashbun. Game 3. Yeah, this time he pivots again back to his game 1 lead. Happens a lot when you win. But here's the problem now. So Fake Out's coming in Dashbun, obviously. It's actually a pretty good lead to counter Chi-Yu. These are the 2 best counters he has for Chi-Yu. Because you're going to probably high horsepower. He can't really use Heat Wave because, I mean, Mudsdale will take a lot of damage, but Dashbun, obviously, you don't want to give him the defense buff. I think Fake Out's definitely coming in Dashbun. But what do you do with Chi-Yu here? Do you switch? I think you might switch Shaman, expecting a ground move. You definitely want to, I think. But you could Fake Out Mudsdale, I guess. And then, but Dashbun Chi-Yu doesn't do much into it. I mean, he can go Dark Pulse, but Body Press is going to do a lot. So I don't know what yeah, I have Shaman switch. Protect Dashbun. Yeah, predicting the protect. Rock Slide. Here's the thing. I mean, it's good call if you set the Shaman, honestly. I would not helping hand there. I mean, Tailwind. Okay, maybe it was a good call. Gigaton Hammer. Oh, he's got the I honestly don't know this steel berry name because it's so rare. The Babiri Berry. Okay, good call. Rock Slide kills Shaman on the Tailwind. Here's the thing, Inky. If I'm Inky there, you don't really need the Tailwind. I would just one-shot Mudsteel with Seed Flare, but that's just me. Gardevoir comes in here in the Tailwind though, so maybe it's fair. He might have just said, I don't care if Shaman dies. If I can get Gardevoir in on Tailwind, the Pixelate's just gonna roll through his team. But Mega Metagross with Bullet Punch definitely one-shots Gardevoir. Heavy Slam one-shots Gardevoir. GU comes in here. Fairy. I mean, I don't really get the follow me. Oh, Heatwave didn't even kill, so maybe I'm dumb. Maybe it was a good call. High horsepower definitely kills. And now you come in here with Mega Metagross. Yeah, all right. Don't listen to me. Good job. Good job, Rolling. Yeah, definitely. He definitely wins the 1v1. Yeah. Now we are going to game. No, that was it. Good call, Rolling. He's got Mega Metagross, just such a good mon. I'm gonna go strong start, which means I don't have room for one of the winners here, which really stinks. Rolling played solid though. Maybe I can move EJ down. No, I'm gonna leave EJ. Maybe I'll move Roy down to it's week 1. Can maybe move Prez down to Can't Complain, and we'll move Roland down to here to match up. Yeah, so we got an Inky. That was a really tough game. I'm gonna go. Might say needs improvement. I think there were definitely a few misplays. Both teams I think had a chance to take a little bit more of a commanding win than they did. But it's still early. You know, you're experimenting. You kind of see how your team kind of gels. All right, now we're on to our last game. Lime versus Flame. Really interesting teams. Again, you know what Flame's doing. You want the duos here, and then you kind of got your supports, and then Lime. You know, you've got your Electric Terrain duo with Iron Crown. You've got your support Sinistcha. You've got your Fake Out. You've got your Intimidate. Everyone's got the role to play, and then you've got always your Prankster stick. So let's see what this is a 3-game series. So interesting leads. Can't Fake Out because of Perigraph. But this is such a strong lead though, because you're going to get the boost here on Iron Crown with the Cork Drive, boosting the speed. Good Fake Out call. You know that's coming. Bolt Tackle doesn't kill Farigiraf, so he's able to get up the Trick Room. So not a bad start for Flame. Knockoff with the Flame Orb Guts boosted. Hariyama, nice call. Protect doesn't really do a ton there. I like it though because he lives, gets the Hospitality boost. Maybe he can live a hit now. Good call with the Colbur Berry, bring on with Lime. Hyper Voice, he's immune. Doesn't do a lot of damage. Raichu can take it. Strength Zap though. Great bring. Sinister's just a great counter in Trick Room anyway. Because the Dark type Mon on Poplio's team, on Flame's team, is Chien Pao, who if you got Trick Room up, you kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because now Chien Pao is the slowest Mon on the field. And spoiler alert, he didn't bring Sucker Punch. Ice Punch, good call, but here's the thing: you can just Strength Zap these Mons. These Mons with huge attack stats. Finisher can stay at full health while also nerfing these Mons. Raichu's gonna try and just hold on while Trick Room's still up. Sinistra's able to just Rage Powder, knowing he wants Raichu to live. Ice Spinner, man, Sinistra's bulky, but he is -1. Bolt Tackle, he's just gonna try and do as much damage as possible. I think this is probably loaded Dice Dragonite, gets the 4 hit. So now he's probably the fastest Mon on the field. With Chien Pao, like it's interesting, but the Intimidate, that's the huge thing. These attack drops are huge. The Volt Tackle almost one-shots. The Recoil ends up killing. Rock Slide, even resisted is going to kill because Landorus is massive 140 attack. Tailwind, so now here's the thing. He comes in, Chien Pao's neutral attack, and he's in the Tailwind, so that's definitely a kill. Nice game from Flame. He knew what he wanted to do. Even with the Sinistra helping out, it was a good game. So we'll see how Lime counters this time. This time he doesn't opt, knowing that the Trick Room mode is a big counter to his lead. He kind of opts to play it a little slow. No, he can get Fake Out off this time. Bad call there from Flame with the Rage Powder. Fake Out obviously has higher priority. And Landorus Rock Slide is free into this team. The only resist is Hariyama, and Hariyama doesn't really want to come in if Trick Room's not up. So he gets off another Intimidate. Landorus is able to just fire off these for free. So Volley's not really doing much here. He doesn't have the highest attack stat. Flame Charge, yeah, you can get the speed up, but offensively, what's it going to do? This is an interesting call. I mean, the obvious play is the ice move into Landorus, but then you got the fighting. So do you just sack or do you protect? Do you predict that and go protect Chien Pao, try to get as much damage off? I'm not sure. Because you know the Fake Out's coming here. Yeah, so good call protecting the Chien Pao. Problem with Savali here is I don't really know why you're wanting the speed so much. Like, what is it really accomplishing? Rock Slide, yeah, is free. Yeah, you got to switch him out now because you know the ice move's coming. Double Protect. I don't really know why. I mean, you know now the Hitmontop fighting move's coming out, but does he not have like Dragonite? Or even Hariyama could probably take it fairly well. Yeah, I'm not sure. Also, is he Sash? If he's not Sash, then I'm not really sure why. And he just ignores the Chien Pao anyway. So, and now Iron Crown has this, he lost the speed advantage here. So yeah, he is Sash, but that's what makes one of the best moves Iron Crown has. The 2 hits do bypass the Sash, get the kill. Triple Axel, this is ground Savali, so that's going to get the kill. And now it's just Dragonite. Yeah, he's got the Fake Out control, so he's able to just kill. Great game by Lime. He pivoted really well there. Game 3, we'll see which one it makes the adjustments to the adjustments. Back to the Raichu Landorus lead. It worked last time. This time, he wants to stop the Fake Out. He wants to get the speed advantage. But the problem is these two mons aren't speed compatible. Dragonite wants to be fast. Ferrograft wants to be slow. Both of these mons want to be fast. So don't really know what Ferrograft's accomplishing here. Hyperforce doesn't do that much damage. I'm honestly surprised that Dragonite is multi-scale. A lot of times in doubles, people prefer Inner Focus, especially Lime has 2 Intimidate mons. Inner Focus stops Fake Out and it stops Intimidate. I think Inner Focus would have been a better bring here. I mean, multi-scale is always valuable, but here's the thing: with Triple Axle being the main ice move that Hitmontop normally runs, multi-scale becomes it's not really doing much for you. So I mean, maybe you want it for Rock Slide, but I prefer Inner Focus a lot of times. If you know your opponent has Intimidate, which Lime has 2 of the best Intimidators in the league. He probably has the best Intimidate mons overall. So we'll see what kind of happens here. Volt Switch doesn't really do much. Intimidate again on Dragonite. It's free. Knockoff is a huge call on the Throat Spray. Scale Shot. Yeah, Dragonite's gonna get the speed. But here's the thing: if you're Lime here, you don't really care. Dragonite at half attack is just not very threatening. He's gonna lose a defense too. He's not as bulky. He's fast, but he can't do much offensively. Hitmontop gets a free Fake Out, and now you can probably Rock Slide for free. Knockoff. Get rid of the Flame Orb. That's huge. Now Hariyama's attack has been severely nerfed. Hariyama, even with the speed, is it really that fast? No, he still underspeeds Landorus. But he gets out the Ice Punch. Good call with the Protect. He doubled into him, knowing that Hariyama's not as much of a threat, but apparently he is. So good call there from Flame. Fake Out's free with no Inner Focus. Drain Punch, yeah, it does a little bit of damage. But the Triple Axle and the minus defense Dragonite, he connects only 2. That's huge. The last turn of Tailwind, but the Bullet Punch doesn't kill. Oh, and the Scale Shot in the Protect. Good call in the Protect. Drain Punch was a 4. Dude, this game's crazy. I don't even remember who won. E-Speed, yes, free. Hitmontop probably could have protected. He might not even have Protect. Volt Switch into Iron Crown. Drain Punch. That Hariyama Drain Punch is keep hammering down. But now here's what Lime kind of knew. He was ready to lose his 2 Intimidators, but he knew this is the position he wanted. He wants Raichu in with the fresh Electric Surge, with Iron Crown to get the Quark Drive, and now he outspeeds. Hariyama's not a huge physical threat now. Good call on the Protect. That's probably who he's targeting, but yeah, the Cutter and the Volt Switch. Oh, he calls it. He calls it, and that's probably game. Yeah. Here's the problem. Chien Pao really did not have a good showing this game because he never was able to come in under ideal conditions. Because Iron Crown with the speed buff outspeeds. And then Chien Pao's useless because he's just going to get one shot even with Sash. So great call with Lime. He knew the position he wanted to be able to counter Chien Pao. He's able to get the kill there. Great games. What a week 1. These were some fantastic games. I loved reacting to them. Lime, strong start. I love it. Flame, it's week 1. You took a game. Well played. So this is our power rankings. Yeah, we're gonna have Polar retaining that number 1 spot, but Shamal, listen, these were our 2 finals last season. They're just continuing, bro. I mean, what can I say? They drafted great teams. They're great players. Zakin and McWhite both looking scary early. Curtis and Lime with strong starts to the season. Rolling and I, we had good matchups, but still got the win. EJ and Perez had tough matchups, but you can't complain. Roy and Flame, it's week 1. Tough losses, but they got plenty of chance to come back. I think Francis and Inky didn't have their best showings, but it needs a little bit of improvement, but there's plenty of time for that. Wisp and Venti, not the best week 1. It's not looking too good, chat, but you know what? Again, anyone could turn it around. This is just week 1. Thanks for listening. I'm excited for week 2. Hopefully we'll come back at you. Catch you guys later.